What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys. I have reviewed the McFarlane Toys Pacific Rim KAIJU OTACHI action figure playset with comic book. That's alright, my zillions. Well, we're almost done with these individual ones. This is our final kaiju that we're doing, and it is KAIJU OTACHI. These boxes are pretty cool if you've missed all my other reviews thus far and an unboxing. I got these all at BBTS if you were wondering. So this is a Cat 4 kaiju. Here's the intel on it. Here is the specs on it. There's another nice shot of Otachi, and then there's another shot in here. As you can see there, some art in here, but unfortunately you can't really do a thing with this because there's no nice way to take apart this box. It is all glued in, and it's a bit of a bummer. But the kaiju have been very cool in this line. I've liked them better than the Jaegers. So will this continue the trend? Well, let's do the review and find out. But before we do so, how about a quick look at the comic book? This is Pacific Rim Aftermath number 3. As you can see here, we got a Striker Yuruta on there. And that's who worked on the book. And here is the book itself. And yeah. You know, these have been okay. They've been okay to look at. I'm probably going to give them all a read later. Not sure what I'm expecting, but they seem okay. Yeah, there's things about them I like and things about it I don't like, but we'll see. We'll see. And there is Otachi, and as you can see, it is a land Otachi. Comes with a building. Everything we see here with the accessories, including these two, are you know, stuff we've seen already. We have the plane, the jet fighter, which is probably the worst one of these. It just has like the basic shape and that's it, you know. It doesn't really have much in terms of detail. This one doesn't even have, it barely has any wash on it, so it is what it is. And then the helicopter, this one, the first one I had was missing one of the propellers, and you know, we have it now, and it's pretty cool. It's much better with 2. There is a little paint on this, so it's a little bit better than the plane. So yeah, it is what it is. They're okay. And then the building is, of course, like the rest, a breakaway building, and you could customize it however you wish. It's cool. It's one we've seen before. We've seen the top of this one before, so you know. Got decent detail and stuff. But again, you know, having done now 7 of these, you know, like I was saying in the last review, I think that gets a little bit boring. And it comes with the space, which they all do. But of course, what is different is Land Otachi. And now Land Otachi has articulation at the shoulders, at the hips, and it is a bendy wire that goes through here. Not getting any bend up here, but, you know, down here you do. So that's pretty cool. So you do have a bendy wire. Don't make the mistake that I did. I'm trying not to make the mistake that I did with Raiju, where I kind of split it over here by trying to bend the body, because I could feel that there is something in there. Yeah, it's a bendy wire all the way through, but you cannot bend the body, you see. You can bend it where you see the holes. So, yeah. But that's all the articulation you get on Otachi. Do be careful. There is soft plastic up here and back here. So I feel like you could break those off. Although, I mean, you know, I don't think you would. But, you know, just be careful is what I'm saying. Anyway, Land Otachi is really nice. Now, Land Otachi was one that escaped me in the NECA run. I have the Flying Otachi. It's mostly because I started on the line a tad late. So, yeah. I never was able to get Land Otachi. It was already after marketing like crazy. Yeah, that's a bummer. I think I had one opportunity to get it. Oh, I have a broken thing here. I did not notice that yet before this. Or, oh, it's not glued in right. Check that out. It's either broken or not glued right. What is up with that? So, bit of a bummer here. See that? That's totally ripped open. I'm not sure when did that happen. I don't know if that was there before. I'll have to go back and check. But that's a bummer. So yeah, I have a little break in mine. As for the rest of that tail, the sculpt is pretty good. The sculpt throughout the back part here, the tail is very nice. Over here is really nice. You got some nice grayish paint that goes all the way up the body. And then you got the bioluminescence blue over here. It's a little messed up. You see over here it's nice, but then over here it's like a little messed up. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. You got a brighter blue inside there, it looks like. Or maybe it's the same blue and it's just taken differently. That could totally be. But the sculpt on the back is pretty decent. The sculpt on the head is pretty good. You see it's got yellow eyes. And then these little horns here are in gray. They look pretty good. The mouth is done in the blue, as you know, and then you got some of that coming out. The front here has blue in it. Front of the mouth. Pretty good. Pretty good head sculpt, I have to say. What do you guys think? I think so. It's not bad. Oh, that eye is not painted very well. Well, this one, a lot better, though it does go over a little bit. This one just kind of misses the mark. So, yeah, Otachi, I thought you were a lot better. I was going to say nice things about you before. Now, not so much. Then down here is okay. Actually, the sculpt is good. I mean, look, the sculpt is nice. It's pretty good. You got some legalese on the belly button. Then the arms are pretty good. Really, really nice stuff here. There is a nice color going on there. Zoom out a little bit so you can see the color differential here. Pretty good. It's like various shades of like pink. The interior of the arm looks pretty good. The hands look pretty good. This one is different. I like that. The arms are not symmetrical, and that's pretty cool. So this one has a nice bend to it. You see with this like brighter pink over here. And then this would lay flat. So you could probably do something like that as a pose. And the back legs are shaped differently too. So one is further back than the other. It's pretty decent. Got a nice sculpt. No paint on the legs. It's pretty good though. You do have, again, like the paint on the arm over here and over here. So that's pretty cool. All in all, I mean, it looks great, honestly. I do like it, but it's not perfect. I do have a break in my tail and, you know, eye mess up, which isn't so glaring with the naked eye. And then you got some paint mess up on the back. Gonna have to say that this one, it looks real good, but it's probably the sloppiest one of the bunch. That's a bummer. But yeah, anyway, you can do that. That's pretty slick. I dig that, right? That's nice. That works. So, you know, it is what it is. It works, but, you know, it's not perfect. And for your size comparison, here is Otachi with some kaiju you might have in your collection. But more importantly, here's Otachi with his fellow kaiju and the Jaegers so far from the McFarlane Toy playsets. We got one more Jaeger to go to even this out. But for now, I do like how all of them look together. Again, especially how the kaiju look together. They're pretty cool. But it's interesting, I will note this, that Raiju and Otachi have a different feel to them because of the bendy wire bodies. as compared to Leatherback and Knifehead. So very, very interesting that they went with, you know, different materials for different ones. And my final thoughts, you know, I thought I was gonna say that this one was gonna be my favorite one. In a lot of ways, it kind of is. I really like the sculpt. I think the shape is cool. I like the articulation. You know, it's not a ton of articulation, but I like the bendy wide tail and stuff. And I like how, you know, the arms and legs are all doing something different. I think that's pretty cool. But it's not very well done. You know, I got some paint mess ups. I got a big crack in my tail. So that's a bit of a bummer, you know. So, you know, that brings it down a lot. It's still cool, and I think these problems are not going to be like, I don't know if they're going to be widespread, but I don't think so. You know, production runs are pretty big. You know, the chances of it having all the same problems, I think, are small, honestly. That's how I kind of feel about everything across the board. But, you know, this one could have been better, is all I have to say. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I think of them all, this is the only one that has had, you know, some issues like this. So it's a pretty good rate, I would say. And there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below on Otachi here. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, like some Pacific Rim stuff. We got one more of the individual figures to go. We still got the Amazon exclusive set coming out soon, so stay tuned. Like I said, more Pacific Rim content on the way. Till next time.